We're living through a history lesson.
It's just like a roller coaster.
What we saw 6 months ago is very different to what we have now.
Being forced to work from home during this pandemic has certainly had its advantages from time to time. But for some brave young people, they have had no choice but to go out into the world and work their jobs in the face of a global crisis. What you're about to see is a collection of interviews with 8 young people who have shown extreme strength and resilience in the face of a worldwide catastrophe. These interviews were conducted on the week of June 20th, 2020, just a few weeks before Melbourne's Stage 4 lockdown came into place.
I was a sanitiser for the council.
I'm a dental nurse. I've been there for about 2 years.
I'm a shop fitter and a merchandiser.
I work at Mrs. Fields. I'm a team member / barista there.
I am a casual retail worker for Salvo stores.
I'm a manager at a pizza store, and I've been working there for 5.5 years.
I'm a floorer, so I build anything timber floor related.
My job title is a call centre agent for an online grocery store.
So how have you been handling work since all this began?
I think I've been handling it pretty well.
In dealing with this job, we've really had to sort of support each other.
It was a lot of pressure. I couldn't take it. Some customers are just absolutely awful. It puts a lot of stress on your mental health.
The job itself is not too hard.
My work is actually still open right now in this second lockdown, but I'm on stress leave.
I asked my employer yesterday about what's going on, and she said she'd let me know.
So you just haven't heard from them?
I'm not sure what I'm doing now.
I've been curious to ask, what kind of stuff were you cleaning?
High-risk areas, like, for example, poles, bus stops, playgrounds as well too.
What did they do to protect you guys?
High-vis jacket, cleaning products.
Us girls have had to initiate bringing up these new measures.
We've had to bring in like a couple new protocols.
Hand sanitising.
We have to make everyone sanitise their hands.
Hand sanitizer for the public to use.
My job is to pretty much watch the patient that's in the chair from the second that they come into the room to when they leave. I need to watch every single thing that they touch, and I need to make sure that I wipe over all of that.
We had a lot of policy changes and the way we deliver. We had to completely change how we work.
We have to bring our own face masks.
My sister's actually making them.
We're not allowed to let people try clothes on. We're not allowed to put signs up saying so. Every single person who we have to stop, they get angry at us and they're like, oh, well, we didn't know. And I'm like, I'm sorry, like, I know you didn't. It feels like we're being set up to face possible abuse.
Had a guy come in to a work site. He had tested positive to COVID and was told he had to go home. Next day, he came back with a different ID and said he was a different person.
Is there anything through all of this that you've had to sacrifice greatly?
Biggest thing I've had to sacrifice?
Well, I have probably a pretty big one.
I've just met a really, really nice girl.
I had to sacrifice time with my newborn baby niece.
Even though you can talk to your friends online, sacrificing the normality of actually being able to enjoy someone's presence.
My girlfriend and I were going away. We're actually going to have Christmas in London and then do a big tour of Europe. We had to put that on hold, and it was really unfortunate because we were really looking forward to it.
My partner is pregnant, pretty close to having a baby girl. I can be there for the birth, but then after the birth, I pretty much just have to go.
I guess I had to sacrifice not being able to have precious moments.
Definitely uni. Finally finding something I really enjoy and I'm loving, and I can't do it to its full potential and fully enjoy it, which is kind of sad, and it upsets me a lot. I feel like everyone thought 2020 is going to be a good year, and then this came along and just ruined it for everyone.
I just want to be there for like the little moments with her, but at the end of the day, like, I just have to do the right thing, and I can't disagree with it because I get kicked out. I'll get forced out by security.
With all of us being stuck at home at the moment, what are you doing with the spare time?
I've been writing some new music actually. That's not finished yet because we have a thing called writer's block.
I actually went out and got my truck license.
I've actually been working out more.
I've just been losing hours and hours of the day to The Sims.
My mum ordered online a bunch of 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzles. When I was little, I used to be known as the puzzle master because I'd stay back after school and finish everyone's puzzles.
I've always wanted to kind of make my room something that I felt like that was a lot more me and not just stuff kind of chucked in here. I've definitely tried to go for more of a relaxed, cozy feeling.
What do you miss most about normal life?
Actually, hanging out with friends.
Dang, I miss people.
Just being able to hug your friends. If someone's going through a hard time, it's stuff that you don't even realize that you miss until you're in a moment and you're like, oh man, I love doing that kind of stuff.
We're constantly surrounded by others, and it's in our nature to be around others.